Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my review of To Strip the Flesh by Oto Toda. This is a Viz release that I was very much looking forward to. I was very excited for this release for a few reasons. One, Toda is or was an assistant to Tatsuki Fujimoto, and I really enjoy the kind of like dark spin and oftentimes like graphic spin on looking at human emotions and relationships and things like that. And I had a feeling, and I was correct, that this work would kind of follow in that similar vein to a lot of Fujimoto's works. I also thought the artwork on this was really interesting. I think the cover page is just very striking. And I also had heard that the kind of main story of this short story collection featured a trans man. And so I was very interested to see how that would all play out. This is an excellent short story collection. Now, I personally love short stories in manga form. I know some people don't, and I understand if that's not the way you like to consume things. But for me, I think short stories, if done well, can portray such like poignant emotions and concepts in such a short span of time and with limited pages. And I think it takes a lot of talent to really grab somebody with such a short amount or a short page number or page count. You could look at long series like Naoki Urasawa's series, where it's like 20 something volumes, and it's really like a winding, intricate story with so many characters and all of these things, and it's amazing and it's captivating and it's great. And for somebody to have the ability to capture my attention in that same way with only 40 or 50 pages in a story is really impressive when you think about it. And I thought that every single story in this collection was so captivating and really thought-provoking. And I personally really loved the kind of main story, or the character portrayed on the cover, a story about the trans man who is a hunter and a butcher of the game that is caught or hunted. And I thought the imagery was really striking and accurate from my own experience. I know that there are lots, and like the trans experience is so vast. Like there's so many different experiences that people have, and I thought the imagery used in this and the kind of brutal honesty of like being in such a mental state where your body just feels so like disgusting, like this weird, like this horrible meat sack that you're trapped in. And the imagery of like butchering an animal versus like butchering your own body in that same kind of way, metaphorically, um, it just really spoke to me on a more personal level. And I really appreciated that. And I think that all of the stories in this collection really focus on mental health, mental wellness, and relationships with people, and how our perception of a relationship or a circumstance or a situation scenario is very different than those around us, and we can make assumptions about the people around us and their thoughts and feelings, but you can never really truly understand what someone else is going through because you're not them. And there's a few stories in particular here that really touch on that, where somebody is behaving in a certain way that you could perceive as selfish, and making assumptions or have bitter feelings towards another person's actions, uh, only to be, kind of awakened to the thoughts and feelings of that other individual, and to feel a little bit taken aback by, oh, I never thought of it that way, and maybe if I had respected or asked questions, or, really took the time to understand this other person's emotions, would I maybe not have felt so angry towards them, or so uncomfortable towards them, or whatever the case may be. Some of these stories are grounded in reality. Some of them have a little bit of a fantastical element to them. Either way, I think the point that is trying to be portrayed in each story comes across really beautifully. And I really, really enjoyed this collection. I thought the art was pretty good, and lent itself to these stories really well. I really liked at the end, there are these quite a few of these like 2-page stories, where it's literally just 2 pages. The 2-page stories are really incredible and quite funny and just like short and sweet, and I love stuff like that. So yeah, there's a few, maybe I think it's 3 or 4. I think it's 4 kind of longer form short stories, and then a bunch of those little snippets at the back. Either way, I definitely highly recommend To Strip the Flesh. This is a really, really great collection, and I would be super interested to read more. I believe there's a short story on the Shonen Jump app by Ota Toda as well as Tatsuki Fujimoto. I've read that one, quite enjoyed it as well. And that one's like, I don't know, it's like less than 40 pages or 20 pages or something. But I liked that one too. Yeah, I would love to see more by this creator in English. I would be ready to jump on anything else that they release, because this was just really, really incredible. And the artwork, like I said, is quite... Oh, there's a few of the characters from the different stories represented there on the back. Just trying to find some artwork that is not either a super spoiler or very graphic. There's some artwork. I like the character designs. They're quite cute and just pretty nice for what it is. Anyway, if you've not read this, I recommend it. If you have read it and you want to talk about it in the comments, please do. If you have any recommendations based on this one that you think are similar to this, that you think I should check out, please let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching.